Welcome to the Vegas Club Report. This is a special Candid DJ interview with DJ ShadowRed. He plays currently in Vegas at Chateau at the Paris. Thank you so much for joining us, DJ ShadowRed. We're so excited you're here. So, how did you first start DJing?
A friend of mine, he was a local rapper in Jersey, and his name was J Books. Never popped off or anything, but we pressed up some vinyls, and what I would do is I would go into New York City and distribute his vinyls to DJs in the clubs and try to get them to play it. Now, these were DJs I did not know. I just talked my way into the clubs. It was to a point where every weekend that I would go, that the people in the front would know me and they would just let me walk right in. So I became friends with a lot of DJs, and I started hanging out with them. I became one of those guys that carried the crates to get into the clubs for free. So I guess subconsciously, while I was in the DJ booth and watching the way that they played, I started to pick up on stuff. Fast forward to around 2006, I believe it was. Hoboken, New Jersey, a friend of mine, he was the head bouncer for one of the clubs in Hoboken, and he was like, hey, why don't you start promoting at the club? We need a new promoter. I was like, I don't know anything about promoting. He's like, you know a lot of people. If you bring 10 people, that'll be fine. I was like, all right, whatever, I'll try, because it was just like, a quick little salary. So the first night I did like 200, I remember the numbers, 237 people I did the first night.
Whoa.
Yeah, it was crazy. So I started promoting, started hanging out the clubs more in Jersey. The club was doing renovations, so the cosmetic wasn't really as nice as it was. So I lost all my people that were coming. So I hired a group of promoters that I knew out of Jersey to take over the night, and I fell back as a sub-promoter.
Oh.
I'm going somewhere with this story.
No worries. I'm enjoying it.
So whenever it was slow, I would go and play music. Like when we first opened up the first half hour, 45 minutes when nobody was really in the club. And I'd play stuff that I wanted to hear. So I guess little by little, I started developing my DJing skills like that. Because I never even anticipated it, happening or anything. I got a little bit bold. I made a demo tape. Before I knew it, I was working in Hoboken as a DJ, making 300 a night, working like 3 nights a week in Hoboken, DJing.
Awesome.
It just happened just like that. One day I decided to go into New York City to promote myself at one of the biggest clubs in New York, with the biggest industry spot in New York. They gave me a shot. I made it, and they liked me, and that's how everything pretty much took off. I mean, everything was... There's more into it, but I don't want to bore you guys and get too crazy, but everything was pretty much right place, right time, and me being out all the time, just hustling and always being around the scene.
When did you relocate to Vegas?
I relocated to Vegas in 2012.
Okay.
I started DJing summer of 2006. 2007, I got my spot in New York. The club is called Lotus. It was the hottest industry spot on a Wednesday night, every Wednesday. I was the resident there for the last year. And because of that club, I started meeting people, and other promoters started hiring me here and there. I became a tour DJ for Donnell Jones. He was a friend of mine. And I started going around the country pretty much, and the world. But I started seeing a lot more outside the tri-state area, outside the New York City area. And I was like, you know what, there's so much more out here than just the whole rat race in New York, and just living day by day by the mighty dollar, whatever you want to call it. So I started looking outside to move outside of the area. And when I came to Vegas, I pretty much fell in love with it. Made some friends out here. They showed me around, and within a year after I decided that I wanted to move out here, I moved out here too. People thought I was crazy. They're like, "Why are you leaving?" But I'm just a go-getter. You can't tell me that I'm not going to do anything. I'm not going to succeed, and I'm going to listen to you. That's not going to happen.
How is it different playing in Vegas than any other place?
Vegas is the energy out here is crazy. I mean, Vegas is number one in the world for a reason. Everything out here is just so much bigger and better, and a lot of gimmicks and streamers and confetti and everything out here is crazy.
How long does it take you to prepare before a show?
Not at all. I mean, not long at all. I never know what I'm going to play next.
Oh, that's cool.
I don't prep my sets. Of course, course, we have our go-getters that we know that we want to use as far as record-wise, but the crowds are different every night. So I could have played something on Wednesday night that made the crowd go crazy. If I play that exact same set on a Saturday, chances are it's not going to work the same. So I like to pretty much think on the fly when I'm DJing. I like to be on my toes. I don't want to fall into that category where I'm comfortable and I just make a playlist and go song for song for song for song. That's boring to me. You know?
So you're feeding off the energy of the crowd that night.
I always feed off the energy of the crowd.
Awesome.
I can switch a record like this in a heartbeat. If I play a record and if they're not feeling it, I have no problems changing it in a heartbeat.
What's the next step in your career?
Well, I mean, I pretty much know. I started doing radio about 2 months ago on 107.5 out here, which I never anticipated doing radio, and it just it presented itself to me. So I like that. Producing, definitely producing.
Cool.
I have a partner, DJ Pound. We call ourselves F Dreams. Tyson also. And we produce a lot of remixes that we've been putting out, and we've been getting a lot of good feedback lately from them. So I want to definitely tackle the whole production side of things, and even maybe do a TV score or a movie score, or, you know, like little jingles for commercials or whatever, you know. So that's pretty much my next step.
What advice would you give to an up-and-coming DJ?
I would say, no matter what somebody tells you, if it's your passion, if it's what you like to do, go for it. Because there's not one day when I'm at work that I feel like I'm working. Of course, there are some days where it's slow or it gets monotonous, but once I get behind that DJ booth, you know, behind those turntables or CDJs, and the crowd is rocking and I'm making people dance, I don't feel like I'm working. I feel my saying is, make somebody dance and you've touched their soul.
I love that. So people can see you right now at Chateau at the Paris on Wednesdays, Fridays, and Saturdays. Where else can we find you?
I'm on Hot 97.5, Las Vegas, every Saturday 6 to 8, every Sunday 4 to 6, and I'm also on PlayboyRadio.com.
Thank you so much to DJ ShadowRed for taking the time to let us interview him here at the Vegas Club Report. Come back for more Candid DJ interviews. And don't forget, this is one of the quotes from the interview: make somebody dance and you've touched their soul. Words of wisdom from DJ ShadowRed. So keep coming back to the Vegas Club Report for more DJ interviews and to find out who's playing at the hottest clubs in Vegas. I'm Genevieve Smith, and I'll party with you soon. Peace!